We're having a great day here at Sumter County Middle School. Today is November 1st, 2017. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Rituals and routine, which consists of the pledge and the moment of silence. So at this time, everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for your moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. Sumter County Middle School mission statement. Our mission statement is to promote a learning environment that will provide all students with the skills and knowledge to be successful in life. Sumter County School System mission is to graduate all students. Announcements. Cell phones. I know a lot of you have them, but as a reminder, district policy, cell phones are not to be used during the school day. If a cell phone is seen or heard, it will be confiscated. Please see your student handbook, page 39. Remember our school-wide expectations. We will have no talking in the hallway. The consequences for talking in the hallway could lead to a parent call, a loss of 8 points, silent lunch, lunch detention, or after-school detention, or even in-school suspension in some cases. So please do not talk in the hallway. If someone around you is talking, please raise your hand and ask your teacher, could you move away from that student? Remember, a shout out to Mrs. Trice's class for participating in the AR challenge, and for this week the leaders are Tyra Akers in Mrs. Trice's second period class, and she's reached 50% of her AR goals. Ketorian Reddick, who's reached 30% of his AR goal, and he's in her fourth period class, as well as Travis Mansfield, who has reached a goal of 620,683 words as of this week. So you guys keep it up. The rest of her class and the rest of the building, let's participate in this AR challenge. Don't let Miss Trice's class do us up in this area. So continue to read our AR books and get those AR goals. New full week, Mr. Anthony will be out and about, taking names, calling parents, and signing students up for detention, after school detention. It does not matter if you see Mr. Anthony in the hallway or you do not see him in the hallway. You are to remain quiet. You are to have passes. Those things should be a given at this point. With that being said, I will be out in the hallway. Once you pass and throughout the hallway you're talking, just write your name on the sheet of paper that I will have, and your parents will be called, as well as you may have some dress code items. Girls, ladies, no headbands. Headbands over the front of your forehead. Even if you're covering up your edges, no headbands, please. If you have an headband, it will be confiscated. Boys, no earrings. That's something that I have been seeing over the last couple of weeks. No earrings. If you have an earring on, it will be confiscated. At the end of the day announcements, when it's time to go home, please make sure you are on your bus. No adult, no teacher should tell you to get on your bus more than once. If you are not on your bus, and if a teacher warns you once to get on your bus, it is possibly that you can be suspended off of the bus. So please, at the end of the day, please get on your bus. Part of being proactive, so nothing happens at the end of the day. Please, I repeat, get on your bus. Another announcement. Any student in the hallway should have a pass at all times. I know we have a bathroom down on the 600 hall, and sometimes your teachers allow you to go, but teachers and students, if you send a student out to the restroom, please give him or her a pass. Every student that's in the building, regardless of wherever you're going, should have a pass on you at all times. We are having too many students in the hallway without a pass. So, regardless if it's a note in your agenda book or your planner, please teachers, please students, have a note with you so I'll know where you're going, or your teachers will know where you're going. Too many misplaced students. If you are caught in the hallway without a pass, you will have a minimum of 2 days of after-school detention. All right, so make sure you have a note with you at all times. Thank you so much. Continuation of a message that I always always say to be proactive and preventative here at school. If there's anything that's happening in the neighborhood that you know about, to be proactive about, please let a teacher know. Please let myself know, Miss Fields, Miss Hollis. If you would like to let me know, just write me a note. You don't have to see me in the hallway. You don't have to speak to me. You can just write me a note, turn it into the office, and I promise you I'll jump on it as soon as possible. The thought for today focuses on virtue or education. How many of you have heard the word virtue? It's not a word we hear very often, but it's a word worth knowing about. As a matter of fact, it comes from the Latin word means worth. Let's think about that. If a person has a lot of self-worth, then she has virtue. She values herself and the world around her. She's honest. She has a strong sense of what's right and what's wrong. It's too bad virtue has become such an old-fashioned word. Maybe we should bring it back into style. Now listen to the words of Dante, the great poet of the Middle Ages. You were not born to live like brutes, but to follow after virtue and knowledge. Today, remember the words of Dante and follow after knowledge. Listen to your teachers, study hard, and go the extra mile. Then be good to yourself and to each other. After all, we're not brutes, are we? With something to think about, this is Mr. Anthony. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Have a wonderful Wednesday, everyone.
I tell all my teachers that I'm smart. I passed your class. I did my part. Write it up, write it up. Pass it up, pass it up. Grade it up, grade it up. Grade it up, grade it up. I tell all my teachers that I'm smart. I passed your class. I did my part. Write it up, write it up. Pass it up, pass it up. Grade it up, grade it up. Grade it up, grade it up.